Hello, AP Computer Science. So you're not getting to meet this morning because of PD. All the teachers are learning how to teach, so that's kind of cool. So I thought it would be like decently productive to send you out a recording, all right, just to help you out a little bit with your PT that's going on. If you don't know what your PT is, then you're not watching my recordings. So check out the recording in the OHS for what a PT is. But basically, a PT is very important, um, just like super important. So this PT is pretty cool. It's called Encoding and Experience, and you're going to get to look at the description for that in the OHS. But I wanted to at least take you through the first part because I'm going to do one. All right, I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm not going to do all the binary stuff because that's for you. But I'm going to at least do the experience part. Okay, so what's something that I did that I think's awesome, and I'm going to try to put it into this graph form that it wants you to do. And this can be difficult to start, so I'm just gonna do it. All right. So first thing is we need our event. All right. And so the first event that I have is going to be let's see. I'm going to take this and I'm going to draw. And you don't have to do it in Publisher or something. I'm just using Publisher because it's easy and it's on my computer. So you can even put it on paper and take a picture of it if you want. So I'm going to put bowling tournament. And the cool thing is I actually came back from a bowling tournament, so this is kind of cool. Um, so I'm gonna put bowling tournament. That's cool. I went to a bowling tournament, so I remember this experience, and I want to start thinking down through this experience. Okay, so what were the aspects of this experience that might be important? All right, well, there's a bunch of them. So let's come up with some. So let's see. I've got. I can think of a couple. I can think of how about how I got there. All right, so transportation. Um, the tournament costs money, so I know that's going to be another one. So let's put money up there. So transportation, money. There was a location. There was a time. Oh my gosh! So this is already starting to get really busy. So let's get rid of this one. Let's just put location, time, and then there was the location, time, and then there was obviously the bowling. I mean, that's a big part of it too, right? Um, so let's just do that. And I'm just winging this. This is how you're going to do it too, and you'll realize how hard it is to kind of think of a situation in your life as like a series of connected events. But this is something you need to do. This is really important. So you get bowling tournament. We have a time, so it was obviously on a day or a time or whatever you want to say. Um, it was also at a place. All right, as always, it was definitely at a place. And let's just say the other thing was we were bowling, right? We were definitely bowling. Another thing we were doing was eating. So I'm gonna put eating up there as well because that's a fun one. And let's put over here just a very small portion of this bowling tournament was bowling, and there's a lot of other things. So like if you're doing this project, you can really expand um, on this stuff. So I don't want you to don't feel limited by the amount of space you have. Like really expand on this. All right, so that was it. So I want to insert some lines. And like I said, Publisher is not really the most efficient way to do this project, but whatever. It's here, so let's use it. All right, so we have bowling, and we have a bowling tournament, and we're talking about bowling, and we're talking about eating, which is awesome, and we're talking about actually bowling. All right, so I'm gonna expand on the bowling one. Let's do that one. So let's just say the bowling one's gotta have some aspects to it too. So what kind of characteristics does bowling have? Well, it has like the ball I used. Okay, that's cool. And I don't know if you know this about bowling. Hopefully, you guys have bowled before. If not, maybe we should go bowling. Yeah, you have a score. Okay, so those are going to be two aspects that I'm going to bring down here with me. So let's go. And like I said, this is kind of simple. It seems simple on the surface, but it can be kind of hard to get started. So I thought maybe showing you an example from my life might kind of help you out. And I know I'm making it look really bad. If I was doing this for my teacher, I would make this look so much better. But I'm not. I'm just doing it to show you how to do it. So we're going to put score. There's definitely a score. And score has nothing to do with eating, by the way. That was not, right? It has nothing to do with eating. I mean, maybe it does. I don't know. Maybe it's loosely connected. So maybe you could make a loose connection between eating and score, but I doubt it. And let's just put, how about the ball? All right, the ball. So what kind of ball did I use? All right. So then I can even break these further, right? I can get really specific about what my score was. All right. And maybe there's 3 scores, all right? Because if you don't know how a bowling tournament works, usually you bowl 3 games. Um, like I said, this is very personalized to me. This is like my personal experience. Um, so I'm gonna put, let's see, I've already got like a really cool, see, I've already got like a good graph going, and this very personal experience of mine is starting to take kind of a funny looking shape, and I actually do remember my scores, so this is pretty cool. I remember my scores from tonight, so I'm gonna put them here. That was like one of my best games ever. And let's just not mention this one to anyone. If you see them, please don't mention that I got a 191. So these were my 3 games tonight: 240, 288, 191. Pretty good, right? If you don't know anything about bowling, it's amazing. If you know a lot about bowling, it's decent. Um, not my worst night, not my best. So that's good. All right, so let's just keep rolling with this. And I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. I just wanted to show you kind of how these can start to really get complicated. And you're going to be taking this experience and encoding it, which is really actually kind of cool. And remember, the cooler, make your experience something you want to talk about, because if you don't want to talk about it, it's not going to be very exciting for me to look at either. All right, so remember, these could all branch. So now we have this bowling tournament, which is this experience of mine. We have the time, the place, we have eating, we have bowling, all these different aspects. Then those broke down into even bigger subcategories, right? And then these broke down into even more subcategories. And then honestly, from here, you could even keep going if you wanted to. So this could, for example, a 288 is my high game for the month. Actually, I just realized that, so that's kind of exciting. So this is my high score for the month, which is really cool. I've been down a little bit, but it is what it is. This is my high score, so maybe even these have like really small like aspects that are specific just to them. Okay, so this is how you're going to break down this little experience. So remember, take an experience from your life, something that's personal, something that you enjoy, something you like. It doesn't even have to be real. Honestly, you can make it up. And then you're going to use this template and this layout to do your project for your practice PT. All right. And remember, there's also an essay question on the PT. I know that that's not something you want to hear, but whenever you look at the rubric, remember that there is like an essay question, and they love essay questions on the AP exam. So just be ready to really elaborate. Okay, so put everything you have into those essay questions. Really try to structure them properly. Use specific examples. I'm giving you gold here, by the way. So if you've tuned me out, look back over at your screen. They're get really specific. Use really specific examples from the course on those AP exam essay questions. Okay, so really you want to use specific examples that show that you know exactly what you're talking about. So that's your hint of the week or something. All right, so good luck, everyone. Thank you guys for watching this video. I cannot wait to see you again next Monday in live class. But remember, I do have training today, so I will not be with you. So sad. But I'll see you in live class on Monday, and I'm super excited. Thanks, guys.